Welcome to the Federal Exclusive. Today we have amidst us Mr. K. Ramasamy, the former Vice Chancellor of Tamil Nadu Agricultural University. Thanks for joining us, sir.
Thank you.
The question is about this rural distress that is very commonplace. Is the rural distress in Tamil Nadu as acute as it is elsewhere, or because we don't seem to feel it? Is it because of an urban disconnect?
It is not exactly due to the urban disconnect. It has become a way of life. Slowly, most of the agriculturists have moved away and then started a small business. And agriculture, which was a primary livelihood, has become a secondary livelihood. Because of this, major distress is not visible. The second important thing is that many people have left the agriculture and they have moved to the, because Tamil Nadu is most urbanized state. Even though urban poverty is much more than the rural poverty, still migration is always very positive for the rural population. So, the rural population with land has declined to 46%. Previously 81 lakh population farm families were dependent on agriculture. Now it is 50% is reduced, and we have 30% of the families that are dependent on agricultural work. They do not have the land, but they are dependent. Because of these discrepancies, it is not visible as that of the other states.
So, talking about this secondary source of income for farmers, so which means what would be the other avenues for them? One is small business. Apart from that, what are the avenues that they are turning to?
No, the avenues we have to fall back to the original system. See, in every village we had the rice mills, we had the match factories, we had the soap manufacturing. So, it was a self-contained system we had. Today what we have done, we have provided road and water supply, and then we do not permit the village population to move within the village. There is no road, and only on the road you have the farm machineries and all those things, and to take it to the next field, he has to always cajole the farmer and take the vehicle to the other field. So, now we have to stabilize the networking of the village, reintroduce some additional ways for the mobility of the farm machines. Now that we always go for the machine replacing the human labor work, and in the education side we wanted to replace the with the robo and other things.
Yes.
But knowledge based society will always come out with alternative solution. Definitely Tamil Nadu is opening up now. We have the 100% micro irrigation is given by the government, and then net house, and then protected poly houses. All these things are introduced in Tamil Nadu now. There is every positive indication that agricultural income will also increase rather than the productivity alone.
Because during this elections, we didn't find this farm issues echoing as it did in other states in the country. So, why was that?
No, it is because our farmers are already exhausted. They faced the cyclone. Even today, they are ready to harvest and take the rice to the levee, but nobody is there to purchase. So, there are problems, but because of the election and the atmosphere, it is not visible and vociferous. Definitely it will change.
We have been having this drought-like conditions for the last 3 years. How have we actually managed it without it?
Agriculture is a way of life. They have to live with all the difficulties. So, in the regional language we always say that Urudavan kanakku parthaal ulavu kooli kuda minjadu. So, he will not get anything, but because it is a livelihood for him, he could manage. Wherever there is animal dependent agriculture, they can live with the milk yield and then selling some of the sheep and goats, and there is people have adapted to the difficulties. In the drought period, crop fails, but the animal productivity can be easily managed with borrowed water availability, and then lifting water for only for the animal maintenance and other things. Tamil Nadu is a unique thing wherein you have crops, you have vegetables and fruits, and you have the animal dependency, and then inland fisheries is also coping up in a bigger way to give some income for the farmers. So, it is integrated farming system that supports the agriculture today. Because of this, it is not visibly known as a distress.
How have we progressed in organic farming?
Organic farming is coming in a very big way. It is again based on the monetary benefits. Practically very little difference, because any plant takes nutrients only in ionic form, nitrate, phosphate and then sulphate, like that. The source of supply can be fertilizer as inorganic, and then organic compost, animal manure and all those things will be supplying only these nutrients. So, it is only a myth that plant deriving from the organic and organic agriculture is going to give you a very big boon. Normally the productivity will be less, after 3 years it can neutralize, but with all these things, with purging population rise, if we have to produce more and supply. What we can do is that we can reduce the other inputs and increase the organic inputs, so that it is not polluting or the product is not having any health hazards. Definitely we have to concentrate on that one. Definitely we can succeed, and we are doing it, and we have a separate department in Tamil Nadu Agriculture University concentrating on this one. Tamil Nadu government is going to come out with organic policy also. It is already prepared. Definitely it is on the positive side.
We were one of the first states that banked a lot on developing women farmers with a thrust to organic farming almost 30 years ago. How has that progressed, sir?
It is not, see, it has given birth to lot of girls coming to the higher education, and then 87% of the students in agriculture university is girls. So, women farming is better for them, because they need not go and work in the IT department, and the biological rhythm will not harm any individual. So, agriculture is the best opportunity. They get banking sector, agriculture, self entrepreneurship, all these things paved way for the development, and key factor is the women in agriculture was the first introduction 28 years back. So, that has paved way for the improvement of the girl child in Tamil Nadu.
Thanks a lot for joining us, sir. That was Mr. K. Ramasamy, former Vice Chancellor, Tamil Nadu Agricultural University, sharing his insights about farming and agriculture in Tamil Nadu, about how we have a unique model here. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.